All right, let's do this. Oh my God, it was crazy. So, not yesterday's video, but the video before that, I tried to publish, and I thought I did. And after doing the 16-hour shift, there they are. After doing the 16-hour shift, I didn't even realize it was still sitting there. So I quickly published it. I was just like going, that's weird. I wonder why that happened. And then of course I loaded up yesterday's video, which is highly critical of YouTube. I wouldn't say I was complaining. I was whining and complaining and freaking, going, why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? And in the interim of my whining and complaining, when I downloaded that one, it also, I thought, went through all the checks, and I thought it was loaded and things like that, and I was like, oh, okay. Nope. Nope. Not at all. It was really weird. It was, and the check is on community guidelines. And though YouTube has not banned any of my videos or basically said no to them, but this is one of the reasons why I don't auto-publish. I don't auto-publish my videos because, and it's the Doors, blah blah blah. I was doing a live video, and in the middle of it, they shut me down. They gave me a warning. I still have that warning, because you only get one warning, and then the next time it's, banishment. I used up my one warning, and they said that I didn't do anything wrong. And I'm like, yeah, I did something wrong, and you guys aren't telling me what I did. But that was I was trying to just do pure entertainment. I guess you're not supposed to make a video that's already has a, because it was live. I put the copyright disclaimer already on it. Is I know who the copyright holders are to the Doors music. But in the Doors catalog, there are songs like I can't even think of them. My brain's not even working. There we go. There, I keep going with it. But there are songs that they covered, so they're owned by somebody else. So it could have been a conflict of copyright. Just so you know, they never told me. They told me that I was not allowed to use the actual, any singer's voice, because that's not mine. And I was like, it is my voice. Bully, it's my voice. Yeah, it's my voice through the whole thing. The response was, "Oh, we did not realize that. We're sorry for the inconvenience," and I asked for the video back because I stupidly didn't know that you could actually record plus do a live video at the same time. I should have been recording and saving it so that I can do put the video someplace else. And this, of course, is literally on the heels. I mean, right on the heels of my suspension from Twitch. So because they did that, I've been super duper cautious about how I deal with material that's not mine. It's the reason that the Potteroos got kind of a sideline for a couple of years. It is and it's also what I used to do. Which I never want to do that again. I don't want anybody to take my work and pretend it's their own, and I don't want to create work. Literally, it's like it felt like forgery. To take works that others have done and basically copy it. It might also be one of the reasons why I'm so passionately against AI. Because now you don't even have to have artistic ability to basically steal. Yeah, it's theft either way. The work that I was doing, I was working with the license owners, so but I was taking, I definitely believe that even digital art, and I actually didn't think that this was true prior to becoming a digital artist, but even digital art, there's a piece of the artist that goes into it. It's literally like, a piece of them that they put in when they create anything, sculpt anything. And when you're not doing an original piece, doing an original piece, there's something like, it's like the soul's not in it. And you can be passionate about the piece as much as you want, but it's still, because it's not yours, you can't claim it. I think that the other artist, it's a really weird thing that I have where my art is concerned. Well, the things that I've created, or the things that I created, or call it my art, I felt that the original artist saw through me. I mean, I could tell. I could tell right away. Though very close. Though my art was very, almost like spot on. I could tell. I could pick out my pieces. If somebody like threw out a bunch of things. They literally just went, psh, here's a bunch of artwork, which one's yours? I could literally right away just pick out all of them. I mean, it's been a few years. I don't know if I'd still be able to do it, but I think I could do it with some certainty. And I can pick out the people who came after me, and of course the originals. They came before me. I can't tell there is like figuring out whose art is whose art. I can't. I don't know. I don't know other people's works as well. I probably could see. I mean, I use a real example. Some of my Jack Kirby, lookalikes, I should say. I could tell which is Jack Kirby's and which is mine. But if somebody else was doing it, the only way I could tell is I could tell anything after me. So if they were copying Jack's work prior and they were doing a really good job, I probably couldn't tell the difference between Jack's and theirs. I don't know if that makes any freaking sense whatsoever. And I always call that like the soul. Because there's no rational There's no rational distinction. It's, even though I don't sound the same played back. In fact, I sound so different that I think I'm a different person. The songs that I sing, I can tell. Even when I'm so closely impersonating. Even when I'm that close to impersonating. Jim Morrison's one of the ones that I think I'm very flattered that people think I sound like Jim Morrison. Like I said, in my head I sound like John Cusack. So in my head I sound like John Cusack. When I'm singing, people say I sound like Jim Morrison. When I hear it back, I hear my interpretation, because I don't know. I have no idea what my biological father sounds like. I have words in my head and I have an interpretation. Yeah, that's over 50 years old now. Of what he actually sounded like. And it's really scary that when I hear me singing or even talking, that's what I hear. And I can pick out my voice because of that out of any time, anywhere. It still has that cadence and that tonality. Yeah, that's what it is. It's not cadence. Cadence is how the rhythm. And I have a broken rhythm. It doesn't make any sense. It's probably why I say so many fucking times. But because of that, because I can hear that, that sound that I think that is, what my father sounded. I probably need therapy. We had therapy. The interpretation of that it comes across, and it's just like with art. I see all my mistakes, and if the mistakes are the soul, then that's what it is. But even it goes even beyond that. Even when I'm dead on perfect, and I have people pay me big bucks for that shit. I guess there are unscrupulous people out there that's a very similar talent. But I did start off as an original artist. I did start off like creating my own stuff and doing all this other craziness. Only to be discovered, then rediscovered. Did I get rediscovered a third time? Maybe I did. Let's just call it 3 rediscoveries. Yeah, I guess we can talk about digital art being a rediscovery. You discovered me. But the difference between what I'm doing with digital art and what I used to do is, one, I'm using a lot of that because I'm doing a lot of conversion. So I'm taking parts of something, but I'm still making it my own. You know, I'm exaggerating it a little bit too. So, like, a lot of people don't realize I could do dead on. Once I figure out the size and dimensions and stuff like that, I could do dead on. I think it's one of the reasons why math was so fascinating to me in school. Not because it's numbers, and not because it's the language of the universe. Math was so important to me because it allowed me to do distances and, basically force perspective. To me, that's very important. I haven't had somebody yet. I don't think a lot of people go to my merch page, but I have not had one person yet look at the bag and say, why is he in a different position? When you be in the same position, it's one piece, right? It would all fit together. And when I started realizing that it's not that. When I started realizing it had nothing to do with how it fits all together. The perspective of the picture changes with every so it's not the same. I should have gone. Trying to make a turn. So it literally is it's a new picture every single time, no matter which side you look at it. I think it came out fantastic. That's my personal opinion. It's a very expensive bag. And I don't know how many people would want being with them. But I do like the idea that, take me with you. I'm in your back. I was thinking about putting him in something, but just the color of the bag and on top, I think that was fine. And it's funny because I'm speaking about him like he's in third person. And I've done that before. I wonder why I do that. Commute is me. I am Commute. I'm never going to do the Leonard Nimoy thing and disassociate or disown the persona. I love it. Absolutely 100% love it. I think the main reason that I like QBing is because he is 100% mine. Pops right out of my own imagination. Does not come from any other place. It was a quick doodle, which I expanded and have not changed too much in the expansion. That's kind of important. I always call it the gremlin because it's really just an emoji. It was supposed to be the Have a Nice Day t-shirt that my platypus persona was going to wear. If you don't know about the platypus persona, polymorph, I think, is probably the best way to describe it. But QBing, I designed QBing, and before that was Q Hope. Before I got suspended on Twitch. And here on YouTube, it's always just been Q. Just like on Discord, I was Q for the longest time. That's it, just Q. And all of a sudden, they changed my name, and now I'm like Q0. Because they didn't want me to be the 3 characters long. Way too close. Actually, really warm. Yeah. But the idea was it wasn't going to just be a platypus. I was going to be able to transform. I wanted to transform into a version of everybody that I was going to collab with. Yeah, I even did a real person, but a human version of me. It came out okay. Not terrific. Came out all right. But I'm really proud. I think we have a place to go to. We're going to pivot probably a little bit, but we have a place to definitely go to, and I like it. And I like that we have some things that we can fall back on too. We have some things that are just basically our standard, like this. We have some things that were, how we got our start, and how we got motivated to do this, and those things still exist. Eventually, I'll do my animated music video, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Um, I'm gonna figure out how to rap, and that's it. So, thank you for watching. I know I said this a million times, and I'm gonna probably say it a million more, but you are that important. You matter. You are so very important. You are my spark of inspiration that keeps me going. And I wouldn't do this without you. And I know you think that well, I don't know what you think, but I know you're probably thinking that I'm not talking to you. But think about this. You're probably one out of one, or just the only one, to ever watch this video all the way to this point. How amazing is that? And even if there's another person, they're just as special too. But you definitely are in a unique category, in a unique class. And I'm amazed every single time. And if you could do it, I could do it, type of thing. Cool beans, comments below. Like most people don't realize that that's where Q beans actually comes from. comes from me because I always said cool beans. That's how it was created. I know it sounds stupid, but it really was. I like the cue hope. Um, uh, that's when I was talking about hope and faith. I think it was the last episode. Very important. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic time doing it. Because you, like I said, you deserve it. And I will talk to you hopefully tomorrow. All right.